Okay. Welcome to Road Toad Garage. The paint booth is open. This is my first coat of single stage enamel. I'm using a 2-inch gun on it. Made by Low Buck Bristles. I'm doing the front to back technique on the grill shelf so it has that like driving through the wind look. We're pushing to try to get her, I like to get it running again. The goal is to get it running by the end of this month. So this grill shelf piece has to get together. So I've treated the inside with black, and we're doing a brush stroke on the exterior. So this can be drying tonight, and I will get it out in the Florida heat lamp tomorrow. Alright. Welcome to Road Toad Garage. What I'm doing right now I got some old Model A buckets that I'm going to use. Try to get some room here. And these have the, well, I should say what someone had made. Some seal beam adapters. That's what this thing too is. Also is another old seal beam adapter. So you can put seal beam headlights in old Model A buckets. Well, right now my screws on this one are all jammed up. I gotta try to undo them. Right. So this one has a nut on it. I'm gonna see if I can't split the nut. Sometimes, see, when you have something like this, and you get the you can get to the back side of it, it'll take a cut-off wheel and cut the back of it. So I'll cut the back of it, and then I'll try to unscrew it again. There you go. Sometimes the heat and get rid of the old gooky threads straightens it out. So what this probably is an old headlight centerpiece that they took and cut it out of the bucket and then used it with these rings. And these rings fasten on here, right on the seal beam. Which I use for the other buckets on that hold the headlights in. It'll work really well. Eventually I might convert them to a regular Model A flat lens, kind of like the flatter look, and you put the seal beam behind it. It kind of sucks in there. Well, on this set, the seal beam sets above the ring, like for instance this one. Yeah, it goes like this. Now on a Model A, this is how this would be sitting in there, so. Something like this. Well, that should be the spacing. I don't know what. Yeah, there it goes. So then this would go, this ring would go on here. That holds the light there. And then this clamps on as it always would. Like that. But one, the seal beam is made to have a focal point, like these lines going this way and this way, so it spans the lens. And these lights would have been mounted on a headlight bar, kind of like that, while I'm mounting them sideways. So that means that these notches are not in the right spot. So what I have to do now is actually clock this in a correct orientation. In case you're wondering how that works, these have little clips in them for this kit. That squeezes this rim. So if I'm going to have the headlight orientation in this manner, I got to make sure that this seal beam sets like this. So basically clocking this thing around. In that manner. Yep, just about like that. that holds that in there like that. And then this ring would go on the outside of that. I also got a spring missing here, which I'm gonna have to fix that. There's a spring. Master Blaster. I might have to fabricate a little clip like that one. Not really difficult to do. It's just basically a piece of metal folded over with a hole drilled through it. The top side hole is bigger than the bottom side hole, so then the screw goes through and squeezes together this metal tab on this lip. On this one, because I don't have this here, this little spacer ring, I'm going to have to do something a little different. But back to the spring thing. That just fell out of that one. Probably should put some tape around it. Save pieces like that. You never know when you might need them. So in true car part hoarding tradition, keep everything. Alright, so I'll take this thing. That one, no spring. I'll take the one with the spring, and I'll go see if I can find a spring. Alright, got my Harbor Freight spring box, or wherever the heck I got it from. Actually, that's a couple of these might be alright. That one right there is going to work. Yeah. You can try taking these apart, but that has a expandable rivet in it. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to see if I can't slip it over the top, thread it on. Might have to go grab a needle nose. Actually, the whole piece of spring. I was wondering what that was. An old piece of spring is still in there. That's going to be in the way. Oh, here. Alright, so may not be stock, but it's there. It is there, working. It works. Alright. Now for my next trick. I wonder if I have a Model A light with that ring. It's the same bucket, pretty much. This ring is rusty, but so is everything else I have. So Still has that retainer. I need that longer bolt too. I'll have to knock this retaining clip out. I'm gonna go wire wheel this. Alright. So, substitute this one for that one. Just gotta put that clip in there. Set that there. So then what that means is I can take this ring, basically fasten that ring onto there, and then that will give me my ring to hold that in. So we're good. Can you see that? That'll go on there, and then the outer ring will go on it with these to hold the lights in, and voila. You are Model A bucketed. Got it. Let's go on. One up. I got another winding. We got a name on them. Electroline Manufacturing. These are headlight rings, are quite popular. It's very much a swap meet thing. I usually pick them up if I see them. I knew I had this project, and I got a what we're calling the WODE, which is a 29, well, the 30, I think it's a 30 to 31 wood, or supposed to be a woody. Hot rod that my dad had started. And it got sold. And we recently got it back after shoot. I think we were talking that he had been passed for 14, and he sold it well before he passed. I usually put the one hole straight down. Now, it looks like that might be just a hair. Might have a little bit of play in the bulb. Not a big deal. You could take some foam blocks or rubber blocks, like a real thin piece of rubber, like inner tube rubber, put in there, and that would kind of bring it forward. I would imagine some of these. Plus, I plan on converting this to LED. It will be an LED stock looking bulb, but I will probably have to do something to adapt that too, because these don't seem to have a clamp. Now they may squeeze a little bit once you put the screw on them. Squeeze down enough. But all it take would be like 3 pieces of inner tube rubber behind that bulb and should be good to go. So now what I need to do is mark that ring. I'm going to put some of this stuff up. I need this. I need these 2 rings. I need this ring. You can also buy halogen conversions. I'm sure they may have an LED conversion for it by now. But I will take these pieces over. I think this bulb here is certainly junk. I'll keep this one because it has the, even if it don't work, I'll keep it because it has the plugs on it. This one's the plugs have been busted off. That probably should just go in the garbage. And I'll put this in my headlight box. Well, no. I gotta get this off first. This needs to come off. Hello, how you doing? Oh, this Wednesday the 29th is my 37-year anniversary of my co-builder. I know it's amazing that someone could put up with me for 37 years, but she has. She has. I'm too close? To cut my head off?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they don't want to look at me anyway. No, I did not. I don't know where that plug went. I mean, I have no doubt we will run across it one of these days, but not in time, no. More likely not, tonight, yeah. The container for the Monica Camino? All that stuff I thought was in the box. Yeah, I was in the box. Just be careful with those bezels for the Monica Camino. They're very fragile. Because it's still plastic. That's a problem. The Monte Camino is a 79 and 78 grill, and they both have a plastic bezel that goes around the rectangular headlights, and any plastic over 10 years old you should treat it very gingerly. I just need to hammer that out a little bit. I think I got some 1/8" rivets too. I'll probably just rivet that thing on there. Okay. Trying to get it as close to center as I can. We're gonna pop rivet this too, so I need the, well, I probably should screw up. Because I could see there might be a time that we need to, well, no, we could pop rivet. However, you know that one clip I was telling you that was for a headlight? Huh? Oh, I know you know. It was on this thing here somewhere.
Well, anything I thought was important, I put in that little container.
What do you remember me saying? That's the headlight ring clip
I remember
thing?
you saying it, yes.
Okay. But
And I didn't take anything off of here. I just moved it around. I shifted it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a problem, honey.
Some more stuff needs to be shifted.
Well, I haven't helped it any, that's for sure. Well, it's a pretty innocuous looking piece of metal that, for the most part, you wouldn't really, wouldn't be that big of a deal. In fact, I can duplicate it, I just didn't want to.
Well, I know we talked about this.
Oh, maybe it's in there?
That's what I said. Anything I thought was important, I put in that container.
Okay, I think I see it. Right here. Right here. That's it. Like I said, it's a pretty innocuous little twanger, but it's necessary. It goes right up in here like this. It catches the front edge of that ring on one side, and then it comes down and you clamp it on the other side. That's what it's for.
I don't know how you can do this.
Carefully. I just think, what would Nina do?
No, sir. No,
How would Nina do this?
No, you're scaring the heck out of me.
Well, it's sitting on that pair of pliers. So this goes in. Look at this. See that? See that? Not a very...
Does it just apply some pressure or something?
Well, this little tab here, this thing here, catches the lip of this.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And holds it there. If you didn't have that, because there's only two spots that hold this thing on, and one is right here, and the other is the spring end of that. Do you have the vacuum around here, Andy? Because we could use a sucking here. Back to this thing. We got the clip in it. I need the the rivets that we had.
Okay, are you able to do it without the lens in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just that at the moment. That's just to help line it up, sweetheart. Which at the moment I got it upside down. Which is why I got the ball bit. So we don't get it in upside down. So that should go like that, right?
Got a pair of pliers underneath there.
Yeah, that's what helps balance it.
Alright, so I'm gonna balance this over here.
Okay.
You need the drill with the 1/8 inch.
Yeah, the one with the tape on it. Now, the next question is a number, what size do you drill for number 8 hole? My phone is working. Let's pause for a second. All right. So the 1/8 is good. So if you want to hold this for me. Very good. So you had some sheet metal screws with the pan head we could use? You were saying?
I showed you what I had and you said they weren't good enough.
Well, those ones weren't long enough, I don't think. We just need something to hold it. Because I don't want you there holding it all night until we finally find some screws. You got the back of your shirt then.
I should not be in here with a white shirt. You insisted on being over here. I had to track you down.
Wait a minute. Insisted?
I had to track you down.
Track me down, yes. But I'm not diving into the old insisted thing.
My hands are cramping up.
Are they? I hate it
I got
when...
a death grip on it.
Well, don't death grip it, sweetie. Oh, these are my self-tappers. That's what this is.
Well, self-tap it.
Well, that might be just a little too aggressive, honey.
Are these the right size and long enough?
I think so. They just got the wrong head, but that'll hold. Do you see a Phillips somewhere? Oh no, you didn't just ha-ha at me, did you? Huh? Did you put the red bone on me? Ha ha. Ha ha. Drifter. Ha ha.
Try this one.
See, you know you didn't. You know you put the red bone on me. Ha ha. I know there's a hole there. How many of those? We got quite a few of them? Wow. We need the taper ones, but these will work for now.
Use what you got.
Yeah. Well, as long as you don't go crazy hard with them, then they'll at least hold it down.
Yeah.
Until you're able to do this.
Easy.
Yeah, may have to do some little deburring, but it's in there. I mean, that's how it goes. This ring is not wanting to go down all the way.
That clip is kicking your ass.
Well, we got it. Thanks, that's the motivation I needed. Gee, honey, it's fucking you up. Oh, no, it's not. I'll show you who's the boss here on this ring ding thingy. All right. Ding ding. Round two. As he comes in from the ropes. Watch your fingers. I don't want to pinch.
My fingers aren't going to be in the way.
All right. I just didn't want to pinch you, baby. Come on, come on, come on. It went down better.
Yeah.
Ain't all the way,
Much
but
better.
I remember someone online had a question about that. Was that normal? How do you get them off when you have the clip? And they get corrosion around there, and this thing fits so tight. I guess if you could go and the inside of this ring, maybe hit it a few times with a flap wheel, because it doesn't need to be that tight. Anyway, that's the seal beam. That's what you're hoping to end up with here. Now this one here, I got to make something for it too. Okay. I got to make one of these clips. And I'm gonna need a piece of something similar to like that 18 gauge I was using. This might work, in fact, right here. So what I got here is a piece of 18 gauge. This sheet metal. And I'll go ahead, because I got the cutoff wheel here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off a piece. Then I'm gonna bend over and pick it up, because I know it's hot as heck. Let her cool for a second. When you're making the little clippy dippy, I always suggest putting the big hole first. And then lapping it over. Alright. So just we were talking about an eighth, we'll take a number 8. But I don't want one side of the hole to catch. I want the back side of the hole to catch. So I'm gonna make this one bigger. So the 8 should slip. But now what has to be done is we gotta I gotta crease this over. If I got it right. If I don't got it right, I'll just have to do it again. That goes over like that. And then you drop it. That's to season it a little bit. Got a burr on it. I'm gonna take off. Did I get it? I think I got it. Alright. So I'm gonna go keep flapping her over. Try not to get your finger in the flap over. Can't feel it with the glove. All right. Look, we're getting some sun out there, babe. Alright, it's kind of sliding to one side a little more than I want, but that really slid. You don't have to laugh so hard. Plus, don't wear yourself out, because I could do that again. This will probably happen several times. There we go. So I flatten that flat like this. Yep, just like that. Then I will take, ruin the vise, like that. Now this is where I'll need one of those short number 8s, and this could have the flathead, the panhead looking. Alright, so I should have a hole. Like I'm gonna mark this side. Put an O for out. So I got a smaller hole on the back side that'll catch the screw. And I put my bra strap back up. I want to spread this a little bit.
What's the difference between that and those black things that you bought?
Oh, the black things, they go, they're really, that hole there, those holes could be like 1/4 inch, 5/16, but they float and they move.
Okay.
They can move around. The difference is what these are doing. These are clampings. They're made to, or what its premise is to clamp down on this sheet metal. So I need a real short number 8. And this goes on here. I might have to shorten it. Just one, yeah. Got it too tight. One will slip for me.
Careful, babe.
Yeah. Alright, so no. I need to have a head like that. I need to.
You are picky.
I know. I am. I'm a prima donna. So when you got it, you got something like this. So I just need that clip to come on more. Now I'm probably hitting. Yeah, I am hitting. So I need to shorten it or probably round it. So basically, just like here and here, clamps down on this edge and holds it still. Now this bulb needs to go this way. Just like this. So we need to clock it with the ruler. I use the center of the spring clip on both sides. I'll mark that. That's pretty darn close. And I'll put the bulb in. That's not too far off. Like I just need to do a little bit. So I'll back him off. I think these other two are already backed off. Yeah. Using this line here, and it's like just below the center line on both sides, so I'd say that's it. What I'm doing now is I got some number 8 holes that are not number 8s anymore, and I need to bring them back to number 8. So what I do is I will take the welder and I will put a blip in there. I will blip it, blip, 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 blip. That's more rubber come off the darn thing. What I try to do is do a little blip on one side of the hole so it will hold the screw. What I've done is put a piece of metal behind it. So I'm trying to drill a new hole through the piece of metal behind it. Alright, so the one I did get a weld in first. Alright. Are we recording here? Yes, okay. Alright, well, I don't know where it stopped at, but I got this one together too. This ring is a little dinged up, or not quite perfect, but the old girl's in there. I'm gonna have to take it apart. First of all, I got to get the correct screws in there. Probably have to take it apart again. We will adjust this inner ring, the one that holds the bulb in behind it. So it should help a little bit, because that might be giving us some pressure where we don't need it. But these things need to be in the center of this slip, and this one's kind of off to the right. But kind of let you know what she's going to look like, at least for now. Let's get us down the road. Well, appreciate you watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. I'm sure she'll cut out the super boring stuff. Doing what I say. Go out. Yeah. Do you. Don't do me. No, don't do like me. Go out and do you. Go out in the garage and have fun. God bless, and toad out.